Hey guys, it is winter and it is freezing outside. You probably haven't even rode your bike in months, but that makes it the best time to come in and look at all the new gear we have for 2018. And what better place to do that than Alberta's largest motorcycle accessories dealer. So come on inside with me. Sometimes it can be hard to find the right helmet for you. There's so many different choices for every type of rider out there. There's helmets like half helmets, 3/4 helmets, and even full face helmets. I'm Simon, and today let me show you a few different options. So first of all, we have something called the CSR3. Now this is an entry-level helmet that's good for all riders. This will allow riders to pick and choose whatever bike they want to go on, and it should work for just about every application. The one I chose out here is really nice. It's got the Spider-Man graphic all over it, so you can have a check out there. Right? The blue on it has like some metallic flake, stands out a lot in the sunlight. But what's really nice about this helmet is it's got a really low price point. It's got 2 vents in the front, or 3 vents in the front actually, and 2 in the back. And these 2 are going to be your exhaust vents there. That'll allow all the heat to escape and your head to be nice and cool as you're riding down the road. The visor that HJC uses right here, this is actually a 95%, an acclaimed 95% UV protectant, which will be very nice for those long trips. That way, less chance of you getting sunburns and stuff. To open the helmet here, you just got to unlock it with this switch tab there, and that will allow you to pop it open. That's going to give you some airflow. This helmet is really nice because of these little pieces here. This is what they call the rapid fire quick release system. And the rapid fire quick release system allows you to pop the visor off and switch it out to another visor if you want. And that's just by pressing that piece back there. That'll let it loose. Pretty easy to put it back on. Just clip it in, make sure it closes. I like to tap it up a few times, make sure it's not going to go anywhere. After that, you've got the inside. And now HJC also uses a moisture wicking material. They call it their Nylex, and that's going to help keep you nice and cool. That's going to help prevent the liner from feeling like you're wearing a wet sock on your face. It's a really good helmet if you're just starting to get into the riding and you don't know what you're aiming for yet. You know, you don't have to go with the Spider-Man graphic, but it is a nice way of, you know, them doing something a little bit different. And that is the HJC CSR3 for you there. So next we have the Scorpion AT950, and that's this guy here. This is probably one of the best mid-range bang for your buck helmets out there because it's got so many different features. The AT950 is an adventure modular helmet that can be easily converted into an adventure mode. And to do that, you just remove this screw and this screw here and put this piece on right there. Now what that'll allow you to do is to add the visor so you can have a little bit of extra sunshade and use it for its intended purpose on or off road. Now this helmet is a modular, like I said, so it does open and close. On the inside of the visor, you'll have a Everclear sunshade that they built into it. That's going to be really nice for if you're ever going through tunnels or anything like that. The Everclear piece or coating on it will allow you to have some fog resistance there. They also put that on the outside of the visor here. Now the nice thing to that is a lot of helmets will only do the outside, but no one does the inside, so you end up with fog on the inside. This guy will do both. On the inside of the lining here, you actually have a material that they call their Quick Wick 2 liner. And that's going to be an antimicrobial, hypoallergenic material that's also moisture wicking. So that way you don't get that gross feeling of a wet helmet inside your head there. The helmet is also aerodynamically designed. You can see that all the way around there. And that's going to allow the helmet to be nice and quiet so that you're not creating a ton of wind noise while you're on the highways, touring, anything like that. And that is the Scorpion AT950. So finally, on the high-end side of things, we have something called the Shoei RF-1200. So this is a helmet you have to understand is at a high price point because it's a handmade helmet from Japan. Shoei spends a lot of time, a lot of research and development, and they use really high-end materials all the way around the helmet to make sure that you have a high-end product, and their quality control is next level. This helmet was designed with the wind tunnel to be quiet and ventilated at the same time. So they tried to find the perfect balance using these 4 vents up here and these 2 in the back, which is operated by this slide. The helmet will also have a 3D injected molded lens, and what that will do is give you a 100% optically correct vision so that you don't get any distortion anywhere in the lens. Once you open it up, you can see that there's 2 pins here on either side, and what those pins will allow is for a pin lock lens. What the pin lock lens will do is give you a fog-free view from just about everything. You're pretty much at the red lights, you're never going to have to pop up your visor or anything like that. The lens will also be 99% UV protectant. On the inside, Shoei likes to use something called a Drymax liner. And that Drymax liner will dry 2 times faster than any nylon liner out there. And they also use a very nice emergency pull tabs. What you can do with this is just give it a nice pull. And that's for if you're unconscious or something after a crash. You can pull this out, and it's super easy to do. That way they can get your head out of the helmet. On the inside of the visor there, you can actually see that there's a little pad here. You can pull this pad out, and what that will allow for is speakers to go in there for any Bluetooth system that you might be using. The shell is actually a really nice shell. The outside material of this helmet is made up of 6 layers. They call it their Aim Plus layer. And what that is a bunch of fiberglass, organics, and resins that are mixed inside the shell to make the shell extremely strong. That will actually allow it to pass the Snell approval for 2015. If you have the 2015 approval and you're planning on doing some racetracks, that is the approval you will need. Definitely make sure that your helmet has that if that's what you're looking to do. And that's everything I have to say about the RF-1200. So those are just 3 very different styles of helmets at 3 drastically different price ranges. Obviously there's a few more in each and every style and each and every price range that we have. You'll just have to come in store, try them on for yourself, and decide which one's right for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.